Hello everyone, this is Heading Tian. This lesson, let's learn chapter 6.4, product to sum, and the sum to product formula. This is the very important formula for trig. So let's start. The first part is product to sum formulas. Please pause the video and copy down the formulas, these 4 formulas, and then do some practice. Actually, we don't have too much things to learn. We just memorize the formulas and then use the formula to solve the problems. So let's see the first one. The first question, A, sine 7 pi times cosine 3 pi. So how to solve this? So combine them to, sorry, not combine them. So we convert this to the sum. So this is sine, cosine. So we need to identify which formula we need to use is this one. So this we convert this form to the sum of 2 sine function. So let's solve it. Number A. Let's see. Okay. Number A is sine 7x times cosine 3x. This one equals 1/2 times sine 7x plus 3x. And then plus sine 7x minus 3x. 1/2 times sine, this is 11x. So here I can just use parentheses. And plus, another one is also sine. 7 minus 3 is 4x. So this is the final answer for A. Let's find B. B equals sine negative x times sine 4x. Since here is a negative sign, I can pull out the x outside because sine is odd function. And if you want to keep the negative sign in it, just assume that alpha equals negative x, and then use the formula. So if we use this first way, so way 1, so let's solve it. Just assume -1 is alpha. I don't pull out the negative sign in front. So this expression equals 1/2 cosine. Because this is sine and sine, we need to have cosine negative x minus 4x minus cosine negative x plus 4x. And then do the simplification. So this is cosine. So negative x minus 4, that's negative 5x. But cosine is even function. That means cosine negative 5x, that's cosine 5x. And then another term minus cosine negative x plus 4x, that's 3x. Okay, that's the answer. And how about to use another way? Way 2. So 1/2. Okay, convert the first term to so write it down here. Convert the first term to negative sine x times sine 4x. And then keep the negative sign in the front, 1/2. This is cosine x minus 4x minus cosine x plus 4x. This one equals negative 1/2 times cosine. So x minus 4x is negative 3x. Cosine negative 3x is cosine 3x. Then minus cosine, this is a 5x, cosine 5x. So even you see this one have a little bit different, but they are exactly the same, because if you distribute a negative sign in this expression, is that 1/2 outside, negative cosine 3x plus cosine 5x equals 1/2 of cosine 5x minus cosine 3x. So the same answer, even we use different way to solve. Okay, let's move on to this question. Find the exact value of cosine 75 degree times sine 15 degrees. So this one. Copy down the question. That's cosine. Cosine 75 degrees times sine 15 degrees. And this one equals 1/2. And sorry, the phone call. Okay, sine 75 degrees plus 15 degrees. And here is minus, because cosine in the front, here is minus. So sine 75 degrees minus 15 degrees. And then close the parentheses. That's 1/2 times sine 15 degrees plus 75 degrees plus 15 degrees. That's 90 degrees minus this one sine degree. That's sine 60 degrees equals 1/2. Sine 90 degrees is 1, because this is 90 degree. And here the point is 0, 1. First one is sine. Oh, sorry, cosine x. Second is sine x. So sine 90 degree is 1. So it's 1 minus sine 60 degrees. That's square root of 3 over 2. So in the parentheses, we have, so this one, we make it 2 over 2. That's 2 minus square root of 3. So this one is 2 minus square root of 3 over 4. Okay, let's move on to next question. Just memorize the formula and use the formula to solve the question. This one, let's see. Copy down the question. Cosine 97.5 degrees times cosine 52.5 degrees. This is cosine times cosine. So in the parentheses, we need to have cosine 97.5 degrees plus, oh, sorry, this is minus 52.5 degrees, and then plus cosine 97.5 degrees plus 52.5 degrees, and close the parentheses. So let's see, what are these? This is cosine. So 97.5 minus 52.5. Let's see, 97.5 minus 52.5.50. It's 45 degrees. 45 degrees plus, add them together. So just to save some space. Okay, that's cosine 150 degrees. So what is the cosine 45 degrees and 150 degrees? We know that 45, that's square root of 2 over 2. What is cosine 150? So 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. So this angle should be in the second quadrant. What is the reference angle? So use 180 minus 150. That's 30 degrees. That's a reference angle. 30 degrees. So cosine in second quadrant is negative. That means equals negative cosine 30 degrees. Then I think we can just use parentheses. Square root of 2 over 2 minus cosine 30 degrees, that's square root of 3 over 2. And then we have, so let's do that step by step. 1 over 2, square root of 2 minus square root of 3. And then is square root of 2 minus square root of 3. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, let's move on to see next one. Verify these identities. So let's see how to verify this one. Okay, so let's start from the left-hand side because seems hard, seems complex. So left-hand side equals 2 times, you see, here is sine times cosine. So all of this stuff equals something. So assume this is alpha, this is beta. So sine alpha times cosine beta. That's what formula are we going to select? That's sine alpha plus beta plus sine alpha minus beta. We use this formula. So this is alpha, this is beta, plug in alpha and beta. So 2 and 2 cancel out. We just bring down the terms like sine alpha plus beta. Alpha is pi over 4 plus x minus y over 2 plus beta plus pi over 4 minus x plus y over 2. And then plus alpha pi over 4 plus x minus y over 2, and then minus beta minus pi over 4 minus x plus y over 2. Okay. And then combine the like terms. Pi over 4 plus pi over 4, that's 2 pi over 4, that's pi over 2. Plus, so those two terms has the same denominator. Add the tops together. So x, because this is minus, so minus x and then minus y. So x minus x is 0. Negative x, y minus y is minus 2y. And then another term is sine. So distribute the negative sign, or I say open the parentheses. So pi over 4 minus pi over 4, that's 0. And then the first term here is x minus y. And then here, negative, negative become positive. That means let's do step by step. Plus x plus y. And then, so this one, so sine pi over 2 minus, so because they have a minus sign here, I can bring it in the front. Minus y plus sine, the same denominator, add the tops together. X plus x is 2x. Minus negative y or minus y plus y is 0. And then do you still remember the co-function formula? That's sine pi over 2 minus alpha equals cosine alpha. And cosine pi over 2 minus alpha equals sine alpha. Just like sine 60 degrees equals cosine 30 degrees. So this is a little bit of review. So this one, this is y. Erase it, rewrite it. Okay, this term is cosine y. And then plus this term is sine x. So left-hand side equals right-hand side. We proved it. Okay. Let's continue to see sum to product formula. So this part formula is the sum or the subtraction equals two trig function multiplied together. So pause the video and memorize the these four functions. Oh, sorry, formulas. Okay, it's time consuming because you need to spend a lot of time on these, but there's no way. You must memorize them and use these formulas to solve the questions. Okay, be careful here. Only this formula has a negative sign. And the other formula doesn't have it. Only the first term. That's cosine x minus cosine y equals negative 2 times sine x plus y over 2 and sine x minus y over 2. Okay, let's continue to see the first example. Write each expression as a product. So these two terms is the sum, and then write it with the product. So one thing I need to remind you that, look, cosine minus cosine, cosine x minus cosine y. So cosine, 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 cosine. Sine x plus sine y, sine x minus sine y. So you want to see this kind of things. Sine, for example, x minus cosine y. If they have different things, we can't use this kind of formula. We need to convert one of the term to the same sign. What's the meaning of that? So if I have this kind of question, sine x minus cosine y, I can bring down the first term. I can use a co-function formula. So cosine y equals pi over 2 minus y. Right now we have sine minus sine. We can use the formula, this one, and then find the relationship. We got cosine times sine. Okay, let's continue. Let's solve the first one, the A. Number A. This sine 7 theta plus sine 4 theta, and this one is 2 times sine 7 theta plus 4 theta and then times cosine 7 theta minus 4 theta. And then simplify this. 2 times sine 7 plus 4, that's 11. So 11 over 2, 11 theta over 2. And then the second term is cosine 7 theta minus 4 is 3. 3 theta over 2. So this is the final answer. It's not hard, just to need you to memorize the formulas. Number B, so cosine alpha minus cosine 3 alpha. So for the sum to product, so the coefficient is always 2. Well, the cosine minus cosine is negative 2 sine alpha. So this is alpha plus beta over 2. And then times another sine, alpha minus beta over 2. So the first angle is alpha. Alpha plus another angle is 3 alpha. Alpha minus 3 alpha. Negative 2 times, so this is sine, 4, this alpha plus 3 is 4. 4 alpha. 4 alpha over 2 is 2 alpha. And then alpha minus 3 alpha is negative 2 alpha. Negative 2 alpha over 2, that's negative alpha. But do you still remember sine negative alpha equals negative sine alpha? I can pull out the negative sign, right? So all of this term equals this one. And negative become positive, right? We can do that step by step. Negative sine alpha. This is multiplication. Negative, positive. This is 2 times sine alpha times, sorry. Sine 2 alpha times sine alpha. This is the final answer for number B. Okay, let's continue. Find the exact value of this one. We need to use sum to product formula. We can copy down the question. That's cosine 255 degrees plus cosine 195 degrees. What is that? This one we should use. So be careful. All the time put a 2 in front. Maybe only for minus cosine, you have negative 2. Here is plus. That means it's positive 2. And a positive 2 equals, times cosine. The top is alpha plus beta is 255 plus 195 degrees times cosine 255 degrees minus 195 degrees over 2. 2 times cosine. So 255 degrees plus 195 degrees. 5. It's 4. Oh, sorry. Make a mistake. Zero. Where are we? So this is 5 and then 4. Cosine 4, 5, 0 degrees times, divided by 2. So four, 5, 0 degrees over 2. And another term is 255 minus 195, 0. This one is 6. 60 degrees. 60 degrees. And then 2 times cosine. This is 225 degrees times cosine is 30 degrees. And what is cosine 225? So this is 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. So 225 is here. And reference angle equals 225 minus 180 degrees. That's 45 degrees. This is a reference angle. ASTC. So the cosine in the third quadrant is negative. That means 2 times negative square root of 2 over 2, or don't skip the steps. That's cosine 45 degrees times cosine 30 degrees. That's square root 3 over 2. And 2 times negative square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 3 over 2. This one equals negative square root of 6 over 2, because root 2 times root 3 is square root of 6. Okay, let's move on to next question. Find the exact value of sine 13 pi over 12 plus cosine pi over 12. Because sum to product